Hey, my name is Beb. It's been a minute. I did my one massive stupid fucking project that drained me to the bone, and then I kind of stopped doing things. A lot of shit happened. I moved, a lot of other things got in the way. I mostly finished the Dark Souls 1 project before I got really depressed and then stopped because the move and a bunch of other shit that was happening. And like my hard drive's eating shit is a bad time. And it's mostly done. And I'm mostly way through Dark Souls 2, but I just haven't touched it in a while. It's just, I don't know, man. I lost my drive for it when I realized that all these projects were going to be fucking titanic, and that starting with something so big as Elden Ring was fucking dumb, especially when Shadow of the Erdtree dropped, like, midway through me doing Dark Souls 1. So I kind of thought I was just going to abandon this entire project, or just, like, weird fixation that I had due to all the autism in my brain, but another idea kind of struck me, and by struck me I mean was handed to me by a friend on accident. At the beginning of the year, I was trying to figure out what the fuck I was going to play. Because I've been doing other stuff, working on other hobbies, and I was kind of bouncing back and forth between like what I wanted to do. So a buddy of mine, Mal, dug through my Steam catalog, and he went, "Here are games I think you would like." Those games are on screen. I'm not going to read them to you. The only caveats I really have is I'm not going to play the Thief reboot or the Tomb Raider reboots because I only own the first one of the Tomb Raider reboots, and I've already played it and Thief. Other than that, I'm just going to kind of let it ride. I don't really have a lot of structured ideas for how I want this to be. I think it'd be a better idea for me, a guy who barely knows what I'm doing, to kind of figure out how the fuck I want to express myself instead of weirdly doing a riff on shit that I like and watch. I don't know. I have this kind of like lunatic energy when it comes to beating and completing things. So I kind of want to take this year of Mal, so to speak, as a way to kind of challenge that, to buck against that, to change the way that I look at and feel about games, to not let the lack of 100% completion make me feel like I didn't get my best out of it. That sounds insane to most people, I realize, but it's a real problem that I was having, where it was like, if I didn't do everything, I felt like the game was like less than done, which was fucking stupid, but I'm a dumb man. I don't know what to fucking tell you. So the general idea is, I'm gonna beat the games. If it has Steam achievements, I will try to 100% it. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna beat it and call it good. That's it. I have like a wheel that I'm gonna use to pick which games I play next. For the Tomb Raiders, it won't be like, I landed on Tomb Raider, I'm playing all of them. It's like, I play Tomb Raider 1, and then it goes back on the wheel. I didn't record any of that because, I mean, I could just lie to you, I guess. But I'll be honest and say that Pillars of Eternity is going last, because that bitch is gonna be really fucking long. And, I don't know, I just want to take this as a way to explore. A way of playing games that I haven't in a long time. Because when I was a kid, we didn't have jack shit. So any game that I played, I tried to do every physical thing possible. So I'm like, can I break myself of my own completionist cycles by kind of like slowly chipping away at it by other formats? Now, bad news. The first game I had was RoboCop Rogue City. Mal actually got me this game. Thank you, buddy. This game fucking owns. It is propaganda. I mean, it's fucking RoboCop. It's all propaganda. It's propaganda all the way down. But it reminds me weirdly of Yakuza. Which is an odd thing to say because that game is mostly about being a criminal, but it does really feel that way, where you're just kind of a strange person helping other weirdos. Except that instead of having the brawling style of most of the Yakuza games, or the Like a Dragon kind of Dragon Quest job style, it's shooting people in the fucking head. If you think that sounds fun to you, you run around, you shoot people, you make decisions, people interact with you differently based on the choices you make, so there is kind of like that social element. It's not the main point, I would say, but it is fun. It's a way to play Alex Murphy that feels specific to you. I really enjoyed it. I'm not trying to pitch this game to you, person I don't necessarily know, but I had fun with it. I really enjoyed it, and if it sounds like something that you would have fun with, or it looked something fun, fucking go for it. It's on sale all the time. My Steam wishlist would not stop reminding me when this fucking thing was on sale. My second draw was a little stranger. It's Painkiller Black Edition. I don't even remember buying this game. So it includes the main game and the kind of DLC, sequel, epilogue, Battle Out of Hell. I played this game on normal difficulty. I think it's called Insomnia for this game. because I hate boomer shooters. Fun fact, I don't really like playing them. I'm bad at them. They require a level of reflexiveness and like weird knowledge of like your ammo counts and some shit that I don't really vibe with and have never vibed with. I just kind of had to fucking figure it out and fly by the seat of my pants. But it was fun. I did enjoy it. The guns are cool. You have all these like different weapons that have like alternate fire types. And I thought the main game was pretty decent. However, the real treat of Painkiller is not the main game. It is Battle Out of Hell. For kind of a auditory comparison, the music from the main game of Painkiller sounds like this. And the Battle Out of Hell music sounds like this. So for your main game, you're like, oh, I'm going to Ancient Ruin. I'm going to Arabian Flavor Ruin, which feels a little weird in retrospect, but it was like the 90s, so I'm kind of weird about how I feel about it. As opposed to Battle Out of Hell, where you're like, I'm fighting evil children, I'm fighting clowns, I'm fighting fucking aliens. It rules. I love Battle Out of Hell. It's way better than the main game, and if you skip the main game, fucking play that if you like boomer shooters. Now, you don't get the true ending or whatever, but I'll be honest, I was so fucking zoned out during the cutscenes because it turns out the fun of the game is shooting people with your very large shotgun. It is not talking to biblical Eve because you're dead. Like, fucking, who cares, man? Your guy looks like a combination of Max Payne and the fucking guy from Postal. Who gives one fuck about what he feels about his dead wife? Fun. Really fun. If you like boomer shooters, I think you'd enjoy it even more than I did, but I fucking had a blast with this. So to go from a game that I never remember buying to a game that I can't stop thinking about because it plagues me like a malevolent spirit, Deus Ex. I've tried to play this game before like 7 fucking times. The problem I always have, without fucking fail, is that I approach immersive sims a very specific way. I fucking love them. I love Dishonored. I love the Prey remake. Weird West. I love a lot of weird-ass immersive sims. But I play them a very specific way on what I consider like my canon playthrough, aka I'm not going for a specific run or whatever. It's just like how I want to naturally engage with the systems, which I usually call like a ghost. I try to be quiet. I try to kill as few people as possible. And I try to never get spotted. That's fine for a lot of the games, because they have those systems kind of in there, but Deus Ex is a very old game, and it has a lot of weird jank. There's a tranquilizer crossbow. If you shoot someone with it, they alert everybody before going down. So what's the fucking point? And so I tried to approach the game with that playstyle in mind so much. Tried to use batons and shock prods, and it was just so frustrating because the non-lethal weapons are dog water. Mal had one restriction on this game, which was I could not play my same stealth playthrough style. And that opened the game up for me so much. Because there was no like external thing being like, you have to take this path or this path or this path. I talked to people. I didn't get every piece of lore. I didn't break into every building. I had limited resources. I only had so many lockpicks. I only had so many multi-tools. And I kind of fell into a playstyle I called like an ambush predator, which was I would use stealth to get in close, and I would use a pistol or a melee weapon to kill people. I didn't give two shits. I killed everybody. I think there's only a handful of people that I like ignored or spared or whatever the fuck, but most of the time, if you crossed my path, your ass was hitting the fucking ground. Having the freedom to do that, feeling like I was free to make those kind of like moment-to-moment decisions was really fun. I intentionally did not take the stealth pistol. I did not make a sniper build, because I'm like, if I'm gonna kill someone, I need to be all up in their shit. So by the end of the game, I had a pistol, a lightsaber, and a fucking rocket launcher. And I was engaging with the game as it was. You have like your weird cringe villain, you're like, I want to retake over the world guy, you have the dude that wants freedom at all costs, the AI, and it's like, I got to make decisions naturally, because I didn't feel like I had to play certain story paths to get like an achievement pop at the end. I wasn't just like being a dick because I wanted to get the fucking devil ending in Cyberpunk, another game I've 100% like a fucking moron. But this game fucking owns, man. Like, there's so many alternate ways. Like, I would pick a lock to break in, I would hack a computer, and then later I would be like, what does this door do? And it's just another way into a place. I would like stumble into shortcuts, I would accidentally fall into like a bunch of enemies, like all kinds of like very fun ways that I usually don't interact with these games. Because like, when I play Dishonored, I have like my personal fucking mostly flesh and steel like ghost run where I'm trying not to kill anyone, I'm using minimal items, like I'm doing the hardest stealth that you can, and then on my other run I'm just turning everyone into meat chunks with a rat blender. Having those two kind of diametrically opposed playstyles meant that I never really combined them in the way that I did with this. It's the first immersive sim I've really played like this. It might sound stupid to you, a person who probably has a functioning brain, but for me it was very compelling. Because it wasn't just like, oh, I want to help Tracer Tong, I want to help my brother not die, I want to fuck up and actually save too far. So the smuggler that was helping me got waxed by the German guy. Feeling free to make mistakes because I didn't care what ending I got, and I got to make that decision at the end, was really cool. And it's the kind of like thought-provoking thing that I want to have over the course of this year. So if I am very lucky, this will be around 10-ish minutes. My next game on the docket is Tomb Raider 1, and I guess I'll see you at the end of next month.